Hey, this is Matt once again. Welcome back to another video. This is another paid request, this time for Bronson. Wanted me to react to another video, The Fall of Nostalgia Critic from Vaters. And I did just watch the one he did on Critic, which Bronson also wanted me to react to. And like a lot of these videos, I'm not going to be showing the video because I'm not going to steal the guy's video, especially without his permission. And also, YouTube's hypocritical stance on videos where I don't trust them. I've been screwed over so many times by YouTube, I just don't trust them. So I have the link down below in the info box. Have another tab or window. Feel free to follow me, and I'll get to it. Feel free to follow. If you want to follow the video, you can click on it and follow me along as I watch this. But thank you, Bronson. I appreciate it. If anyone has any other requests they want to use, or requests I want to use, what the fuck does that mean? I want to use your tampon. Stick up my ass. If there are any other requests, God, I need to go to bed. But I'll do this before that. Any topic, reaction, commentary, review, re-review, random thoughts, commentaries, video game playthroughs, anything, feel free to send it. PayPal's usually the best bet. Do have a Patreon and CashApp, just people have asked about them. I'll get to them as soon as I can. And have at it if you wish to. Best 20 minutes and 53 seconds. Thanks once again, Bronson. Pause at the beginning. 3, 2, 1. Play now. Vaters. Okay, I remember that. My friend Michael Keane had that type of intro with the... Love his backdrop there. Back to the Future, Bill and Ted, Return of the Jedi. Very cool stuff. Nice computer setup too in the back there. Yeah, Nostalgia Critic. Listen, I was never into Nostalgia Critic. Could never get into his stuff. I do like James Rolfe. I did like Angry Video Game Nerd. I still like a lot of his older stuff. I haven't watched his stuff recently. But Nostalgia Critic I could never get into. Well, he doesn't, his website's gone, right? I know he still has 1 million subs, but is his website gone? So yeah, this is an older video. Yeah, the site is gone. All links redirecting to their YouTube channel. So well, Nostalgia Critic was pretty much, hey, the angry video game nerd got mad about video games. What if a guy did that with movies? Being critical on the films, but also doing skits and having buddies and doing all these other skits where they're bowing the film or some other stuff's happening. I don't remember Chris Stubman. Well, Chris Stubman was on that site too. I remember some of the other people. Cinema Snob. I did watch his stuff. I like Brad Jones. I haven't seen his stuff lately, but I did like this Cinema Snob. And Spoony. I liked Spoony's content. I remember I would watch his website a lot, Spoony. Even when he did, like, him ranting about TNA wrestling or doing lawn reviews of Prometheus. I was actually entertained by that stuff. but not many other people were, and they missed his video game stuff, which had a lot of editing, and I'll admit those were great too. So now I'm talking more about Spoony while this is about Nostalgia Critic, but because Spoony I did follow more, and sadly, that's definitely a fall, sadly. Sorry, let me pause at 3 minutes and 39 seconds so I can just get this out there. So this may be a longer video, but bear with, I know it's supposed to be reaction, so bear with me. Have this like additional content. So to explain, so I don't leave the few people watch this hanging. Again, I'll pause at 3 minutes and 39 seconds. I'll get back to the video. Spoony 1, like I said, was on the Channel Awesome site, and I followed a lot of his stuff. His videos were really entertaining on video games, whether it be the Samurai Nation game where you're this disembodied head shooting buildings and stuff, Robin Hood for, what was it, Nintendo, and then he would do like the games that have full motion video, and there was a Phantasmagoria 2, I believe, and there was these games like Sewer Shark, stuff of that nature. Johnny Mnemonic, which had a video game with full motion video and no Keanu Reeves. And like those are games people rarely talked about, and they were very interesting, and he was pretty funny. Rather entertaining. And he had his own website, and he was doing very well. He was like one of the biggest guys on this Nostalgia Critic's channel, Channel Awesome. And I would watch his videos a lot, and he was one of the guys, like Angry Video Game Nerd, and the other guy would be Armic21 that I followed. I watched a lot in the early days of YouTube, 2007, 2008, 2009. But then he made a joke, which was a really bad rape joke, to one of the content creators. Apparently there was other stuff he did. He got kicked off the channel. He says he left willingly, but more like, no, you gotta leave. You're causing too much drama. You're causing too much trouble. But then he was still doing well with his channel, with his website. Then he would stop doing video game reviews. And that's what people, what you brought to the dance, so to speak. And like, oh, well, when's the next video game review? But then he would do these movie reviews where they're like an hour long. Now, I had no problem with that because, hell, I was doing reviews at that time that were an hour long. Like, there would be rants where I would just go on for an hour. Sometimes I'll have a review go on for, a decent amount of time, but I don't really go on for an hour as much as I used to because, I get mad at movies, but the more shit I see, it's like, yeah, this is typical. Not too surprising. And then he would do these TNA wrestling reviews. And less people were interested in them. Okay, we'll deal with it, but where's the video game stuff? I was having fun with them, but I did miss the video game content as well. Then he had a girlfriend at the time. He had this dog, Oreo, at the time. And I remember like many videos, the dog would be barking and ruffling stuff up, and they would always have to keep telling it to quiet, stop it, stop it. That was a bit irritating. And like, at one point he said he was going to do a movie, because the Angry Video Game Nerd said he was doing a movie. And then like all these people gave him this money to do stuff, and he never did anything with it. He never made the movie, and he didn't make the videos. He had a Patreon, he didn't make the videos. I'm not saying he was late by a month, which that'd be a lot, or weeks. I mean like 5 months would go by and he didn't do anything. From 5 months ago. The people were waiting for 5 months. And then he would always be on Twitter. He had a Twitter for his dog as well, where he pretended to be a dog. He would do a few live streams, like the Alien Isolation, where he's like, don't tell me how to play. Stop telling me how to play, you motherfucker. I'm like, they're letting you know. Because you died 18 times in this part. If I did 18 times, I'd be glad for someone to tell me what the fuck to do. Okay, I'll try that out. Like when I do video game playthroughs, people give me, they give me advice, but it's like, well, I've already, not all the time, but usually I try to beat the game before I start uploading. So that, so it's like, I already beat the game, but thanks for letting me know. I'll know for next time, whenever, if or when I replay it. But he would just do less and less and less, and the space went more and more and more, and then he would always have excuses. He's sick. He has this illness. He has this neurosis. He has this psychosis. Every other week was a new one. Like, what's that? Is it psychosomatic? I forget what the term is, where it feels like you just near someone with something similar and he has it. I forget what the actual term is. And it's, it was depressing. I mean, his channel died out. I mean, I think ultimately that girlfriend left. His dog might have passed away, I think. And I think his girlfriend left him. I don't know what he does to make money. Like, I once in a while does a stream on a video game, but then he rarely talks, and it's just nothing, and those are more rare and rare in between, and just his website's gone now. There's one video where, like, he was in a traffic accident, and then he lied to the cops, and I don't know how, but someone got this footage and put it up online, so he's not the most show that he was lying to the cop and stuff, and he really caused the accident because he didn't know what the hell he was doing behind the wheel of a car, so I think there's some people that were fans of him back in the day that would love the Cinderella story of the comeback, but Rudy, but that's never going to happen with that guy. He's a prisoner in his own mind. One point, the guy who starred in Phantasmagoria 2, he has a YouTube channel, and he had Spoony there, and I was like, whoa, holy shit. Out of nowhere, you're alive. And then people are like, oh man, go make a comeback. He never did. Which is so strange. I mean, if he just said, you know what, I'm going to take a weekend. Like, literally, you could just film a playthrough, sit in a chair, which is what you did to begin with, talk about a game and be like, oh, cool, nice to see you back. But that's never going to happen. So I'm sorry, I mean, I took like 10-minute tangent, but I just had to let that out there. It's a shame. Very talented guy, very funny guy, just a shame. Like I said, just a self-destruction, prisoner of his own, whatever the hell's going on in that brain of his. It's too bad. It's too bad. But I'm sorry, 3 minutes, 39 seconds. So I just think that's a little bit extra. Unpause now. So now we're at the Nostalgia Critic. Well, the fall was to change the channel. Oh yeah, 2012. He wanted to retire the Nostalgia Critic. What seemed like the big thrust of the channel. It'd be like James Rolfe if he ever said, I'm retiring the Angry Video Game Nerd. It's like, yeah, there's a time to get away from it, but there's going to be some people disappointed. Demo reel. The hell is demo reel? Not anymore, because there is no channel anymore. It's like a TV show, huh? The joke is filmmakers trying to remake movies that shouldn't be made. So it's like they're movies they make, like the Uncanny Valley and Taboli Flea, and they weren't funny either. I remember there was that one game show they tried to do that somehow they got all this money for, and they didn't show on the game show. And it was the phrase from Speed. What was it? I can't believe I forgot what it is. Can't believe it. The phrase is pop quiz. Pop quiz hotshot. So yeah, Pop Quiz Hotshot was a game show that they had, and it was horrible. Well, of course, yeah, he came back because, as he says, demo reels failed. People didn't like it. They didn't think it was funny. He's losing it all. Bring nostalgia critic back. Which, I mean, I can understand. You played a character for so long, you want to branch out, and it didn't work. You try something new, it didn't work, you move on. I never liked Nostalgia Crit. I never found him funny. I didn't think his skits were funny. Never really understood the appeal. He's funny when he's angry about movies. Well, I can understand that. A few people said that about me. A few, like, five. Hey, five better than zero. There you go. The worst review I saw from him was Pink Floyd's The Wall. I wonder if that gets mentioned here. Maybe not. Change the channel? Or is this Pop Quiz Hotshot? Okay, so yep, there's the game show. Pop Quiz Hotshot. Oh, the speed. I know Brad Jones was a part of it for a bit. Yeah, it was a GoFundMe stuff. That's what it was. $90,000 for that. A game show that looks like school plays have had higher production values than that. I'm not kidding. Look at someone did a high school play of Alien, which is inspired, while this was lame as fuck. Yeah, they wondered what happened to the 90,000. A show that doesn't exist. Yeah, they made a show that let it cost $10. Where buttons would not work and... Exactly, yeah. $20, yeah, $20 is pushing it. Ugly as sin. Sin of Sloth from the Goonies. Is, yeah, awful. Of course, it rubbed people the wrong way. $90,000, and you're wondering where it went. Where did it go? But even after that, he still has 1 million subscribers, and people still watch his stuff. That's the thing. Well, 2018, it was that long ago. 6 years, well, yeah, 6 years ago. He has 1.3 million subscribers. His Twilight Zone reviews of episodes 22,000, 18,000, 20,000. Hollow Man 103,000. Smile 2, Terrifier 3 34,000. Sleepaway Camp 132,000. Paranorman 164,000. Joker 2 83. Killer Clowns 155,000. Kindergarten Cop 163,000. So I mean, this still has a shitload of views. Yeah, the guy who had the allegation, is he don't say the name. Apparently, it was a guy named Juwario. Apparently, Juwario, there were allegations against him, and it was quieted because the guy had passed away. But apparently, there's some truth to it. Well, not everybody. Well, not everybody left. Brad Jones stayed. I forgot who the other guy was. There's a few people that stayed. There was another guy, Drew Larry. I think he stayed as well, but he didn't give a shit. He just wanted, he just liked seeing the drama. Well, yeah, it was definitely the death of the channel, because that's why Channel Awesome went bye-bye and the site's gone. What's funny is that that's kind of forgotten in a way to change the channel. At least he admits it. Yeah, it took a while, but they did. They dug themselves out of the hole. And they're doing nostalgia critic stuff, yeah. Yeah, still has a huge fan base, yeah. Okay. I was wondering, okay, Pink Floyd's The Wall review, there you go. Yeah, just a very terrible video, yeah. Unfunny skits, lame critiques. And it's like, you're this awful filmmaker with these untalented skits. Hard for me to listen to you. Yeah. Mm. Well, as he puts it, yeah, there's enough of a fan base that he could continue to coast along and be perfectly fine and will work well to his retirement. Mm. Well, I mean, he's been reviewing a bit. I mean, just like Hollow Man, Sleepaway Camp. Well, as he put it, he does it once in a while, but not the majority. Yeah, I mean, for me, so sometimes he watches a dud review when he reviews a new film. It's just him or Disney December, just going through Disney stuff. Well, I don't know when this video was. When was this video? Because I downloaded it to make sure I was able to watch it 2 years ago. He said he's still going to be in the million range, and he's right, 1.3 million. There's even other videos from a year ago. The rise and fall of Channel Awesome, the company that was gutted from Internet AJ, and then a chaotic stumble through fame by June the King. So sorry about some of the silence. I'm just listening to the guy talk, and I don't want to miss what he's saying. But yeah, this Jay Vaters guy is definitely talented. Wait, he only has 5,000 subs? No. He should have a lot more than that. He's talented. Does a better job speaking than I do. So I don't know if you'll ever see this, but you deserve a lot more, dude. You deserve a lot more because you're definitely much more well spoken than I am. 5,000. That man. Well, I mean, if he ever sees this, number one, I didn't want to steal your video, man. If that makes sense. And I don't know, because I know some people do, and it's like, it's that weird thing of where you're showing their video, but then if you're watching his video with me, then will you actually watch his video? And I don't know, I don't like doing that for unless they say, it's perfectly cool, dude, here's the video, go ahead and do it. I guess, now that I think about it, I should have asked first. You didn't ask, motherfucker? I don't know. Because I feel weird asking, and it's just like, I don't know. I guess it wouldn't hurt to ask. I don't know why I didn't just ask, but just one of those things is just hate bothering people too. That's another thing. I hate bugging people on shit. As dumb as that may sound. But yeah, if he sees us, did a great job on these videos, well edited, well put together, agree with a lot of his viewpoints. As for Nostalgia Critic, I never really watched this stuff, I could never get into it, never really found that funny. Obviously, I mean, him and Chris Stubman were two guys who found a niche, got very popular, and I don't know. I gotta be honest, yes, there's a big hint of jealousy and envy from me about that, which is totally unhealthy. But obviously, I can't say I would do it better, because I've been doing it I'm not better, so that's why you gotta look at the man in the mirror instead of looking at other people. But as for, I mean, the change the channel stuff was definitely a fascinating venture. I did the video that I took it down because I'm like, I only did this because everybody else was talking about it. But if I'm being honest, I would not have taken it if I did it now. But at the time I'm thinking, well, actually, do I really give a shit about these people? Not really. So why am I talking about it if I don't really care? You know what I mean? Nowadays, if it was like a paid request or something, yeah, I would do it. But at the time, I'm sitting there going, well, this wasn't a paid request, and do I really care about these people? No, then what the fuck am I doing this video for? You know, that kind of thing. But yeah, I remember that the change of the channel. I think one issue that whole document was there was some very important stuff in there, but it was so long because it was cluttered with shit that's like, dude, this isn't really an issue. Like, you have some very serious shit in here. But it's like, they didn't have water for us. Okay, they didn't have water. Well, you know, they should have. Bad on them, but is that really a point to take in with, also, that guy tried to get me to suck his dick. It's like, and he's a guy and there was another guy. Like, These are two very different things, and one's a bit more serious than the other. And I think, you know, I think some editing should have been done with. Let's think of like the really, really serious shit. Think of every little nitpick you had and put it in there. I think that's an issue that document had. But there's some pretty damning stuff, and I get really. It did tarnish their reputation. I would say that's the worst thing that happened, was tarnishing their reputation. And I don't even know. Like, let me look real quick. What is everybody? Let me look up. Like, Angry Joe and Brad Jones, I know, still do stuff. Like, Angry Joe has grown. He has 3.2 million subs. And, like, Venom, 90,000. Spoiler, 126,000. Without spoilers. Space Marine 2 review, 300,000. Silent Hill 2 remake Rapid Fire, 10 minutes, 101,000. $93,000 on the Penguin. Talk about Video Game News, 120,000. I mean, they're doing fairly well. 3.2 million. I'm just looking at where everybody's at now. Cinema Snob. 190,000. Which is crazy. He seems, I mean, to me, that's a very talented guy, and that just seems way too low compared to the other guys. I liked him a lot more than Nostalgia Critic. But yeah, only 190. I always thought he was like one of the more popular guys on that site. Compared to me, it's monstrous. Don't get me wrong, but I'm actually surprised it's that. Fairly surprised. I mean, to have a video do 20,000 in 13 days is mesmerizing to me. That never happened to me, but I'm just like, huh. Let's see. What was, Linkara? Like, some of those guys I didn't really follow much. Like, Linkara, 148,000. His videos, 3,000 in 3 days, 4,000 in 4 days, 3,000 in 4 days, 4,000 in 9 days. So, he has 148,000 subscribers, but he gets maybe 4, 5, 3,000 views on videos. That seems very, very low, considering that. 148,000? What was the others? Phaelus? 130,000.
Back in 2014, I fell into the world of...
Yeah, I know, you fell into the world, yeah. Well, 29,000, 9,000, 33,000, 17,000, 41,000. Pretty much talking about some old cartoons. There's like some bootleg toys. Some low-budget animated movies. Was it Obscurus Lupa? Was one? Allison. Yeah, they're still doing their thing. 86,000 subs. 11,000 11 days. 11,000 in 2 weeks. 5,000 in 3 weeks. I reviewed every season of Charmed. It's 11 hours long. Yeah, I mean, to me, all these numbers are are good compared to mine. So, who am I? Does a Charmed podcast? I know she's very close with Phaelus. I don't know if they're together as a couple or I don't know. Like I said, I don't know all the details. I'm trying to think who else was with that group. Well, I mean, you know what? I'll check on Spoony. 130,000 subscribers. I think people just they're subscribed to watch the older stuff. Just like the new ones. What the hell is this stuff? Livewire, The Gallery, Bloodshore. They look like movies, but I'm assuming they're games. There might be games that are just like there's a lot of movie footage, but you choose your own adventure stuff. He fell the most. I mean, 3 weeks ago, 1,400 views. Like these are his streaming numbers. 1,700 views in 2 months. I mean, this is closer to my numbers. Oh, really? He put he/him on his bio? What? Really? Jesus. But he's on Twitter a lot still. I'm just looking at Noah. He has a dude dog named Taco. And he just talked a lot about his dog. I guess he's with the guy from Phantasmagoria testing out this game. Let's talk about a few games here and there. He tweets a lot and no one really responds to these tweets, so it's like just tweeting to his I don't know who the hell he's really tweeting to. I know you're not seeing anything who does shit. my own conscious mind is wandering off the reservation. I apologize. So thanks for watching. Take care. Thanks for doing Bronson. Nostalgia credit. Never gave a shit about him. Fuck it. We'll see you guys later. Bye bye for now.